And we're back, ladies and gentlemen, with the show of madness that is your final calm before next week's holiday storms, only known as Under the Radar. Because, believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, next week is not only Christmas, but also Hanukkah, and I do believe Kwanzaa in all one big week for next week. Who was the one who made the executive decision for that to happen? I don't know. But besides holidays and a makeshift triple threat match of their own, folks, I think it's time for us to check out some screenshots and whatnots from the Twitterverse from this past weekend for another edition of the Four Squared Delight. And the first screenshot that we have up comes from the Twitter page of Folkloria RPG with their said game, Folkloria. And the screenshot, according to the maestro, that we mentioned this game on the show before, but like we say all the time here, folks, it never hurts to mention the game more than once, features our friend who was hiding in the grass before, tossing an apple up in the air, while two other friends were over on the side of the screen walking right by it, only for it to gasp a bit of excitement and throw the apple at the people trying to walk away. And then they would end up in a makeshift Benny Hill-like chase around a tree to get away from this grass tree goat-like creature. And I knew it. First of all, I knew it. I knew that sheep-goat thing was evil. And second of all, this automatically reminds me of not only of Secrets of Mana, but a little hint of Pokemon in there as well. If the Pokemon can openly attack you before you enter in one of those makeshift battle screams that they would have during the whole Poke battles that they would have. And here's hoping in the near future that you can actually defend yourself by picking up that apple and throwing it right back at that sheep-goat creature that threw the apple at you in the first place. See, Maestro, I told you that thing was evil, and it really was. And the next screenshot that we have up, speaking of evil, comes from the Twitter page of G1_Z Helter with their game, Z Helter. And the screenshot that they provided for this week shows a girl making her way into camp, losing her breath halfway through, only for the whole group who's at this makeshift camp she made her way in would open fire on at least 20 to 30 zombies that would make their way to the camp. And my god, they're gonna need a lot more ammo than that. And this screenshot automatically reminds me of an 8-bit version of not only How to Survive, but a little hint of 7 Days to Die during Horde Night when they try to attack you. And here's hoping in the near future for this game is that they have a turret that you could use to actually battle against these said zombies, because I got a feeling, just like I said before, the ammunition that they're wasting on these zombies right now is not going to be enough to take them all out. Seriously. With 30 zombies coming at you in a funnel position like that, you're gonna need a lot more bullets than that, buddy. And the next screenshot that we have up, besides zombie attacks on bases, comes from none other than the Twitter page of Test Tube Giants with their game, Test Tube Giants. And this game automatically reminds me of King of the Monsters with a little hint of Godzilla in there as well. And the reason why I say that, folks, because in this screenshot, it involves a giant oversized rock monster stomping its way into town, only to walk directly through a building and break it. And not to mention, by him stomping on the ground, the sheer force of his stomp caused the bus to actually tip over on its side, and for somebody to get hit by a car in the middle of the street trying to avoid it. Oh no! And yeah, here's hoping in the near future for this game that you get a chance to be the actual monster or have a multiplayer version of this game where you can stop this monster from destroying this town. But who would be able to stop a monster made of rocks and boulders? I don't know. Unless you have another monster to try to stop it, I don't think any human forces can stop this giant rock monster. Unless they have a giant hammer, but I don't see them getting one anytime soon. And the next game that we have up, or should I say screenshot, besides a giant oversized rock monster, comes from the Twitter page of No Straight Roads with their game, No Straight Roads. And the screenshot that they have up for this week shows not only a man with blue hair and green skin being surprised by a girl coming from out of nowhere saying, "Hiya, the name's Mayday." But yeah, also would see the girl with starry eyes and actually saluting the screen while saying her name. And this game automatically reminds me of Jet Set Radio Future with a little bit of a 1980s spin of MTV with the VJs they used to have on screen. And here's hoping in the near future with this said game, because I have a feeling it's going to have a couple of elements of fighting force in it, that the weapons they get a chance to use is a whole bunch of cool 80 guitars or keytars that they can use to take out enemies as weapons that can shoot lasers, and one that can shoot thunder too. But that would be the special V guitar that they would have that would be featured in the game. Hopefully, if you can use musical instruments as weapons. You know, just a fingers crossed moment with this game. And the last but not least game that we have up besides using music as a weapon, folks, comes from the Twitter page of YT_SilvaNews with his said screenshot from the video game Work in Progress. And the screenshot that they have for this week for this game that is still a title left in progress, folks, shows our hero actually kicking rocks up from the ground, punching them, then stomping another rock out of the ground to kick it with a high kick, and then for the last rock to do a giant roundhouse kick, sending it away further than the first two rocks that she punched and kicked. Nice! And this screenshot automatically reminds me of Toph from the series of Avatar: The Last Airbender. Yeah. And here's hoping in the near future for this game that besides getting a chance to actually launch rocks at your opponents, you can also stomp toward the ground to leave a shockwave of rocks that actually crash into your opponents, causing them to be discombobulated long enough for you to actually summon rocks from the sky to smash them while they're lying down on the ground. You know, as a special move of sorts. And apparently, according to Maestro, he wants the ability to actually be able to control other elements as well, and sign me up for that too. Yeah, the ability to control thunder, fire, water, every element known to man, a chance to control that, please, for me. And if you guys want to check out any other cool screenshots and whatnots that are still trying to make their way through the Twitterverse as we speak, you can head on over to the Twitter pages of not only Oliver Snyder's, Octo Curio, Shot_Games, Playing Indies, or even under the title of Indie Rhymes, or under the screenshot hashtag of Screenshot Saturday. But if you guys want to check out the screenshots that we liked for this week and get an interpretation of it for yourselves, you can head on over to our Twitter page known as the 00Agent 0012, where Maestro made a screenshot folder entitled Screenshots Before the Holidays. And as true as it is, the fact that you put a Christmas tree by it doesn't mean it's before the holidays, now is it? Oh, it doesn't have any ornaments on it yet. Alright, I can see what you're doing there. And with that said, folks, we might as well head back to this music, and when we return, we'll be back with another bone-breaking edition of the Wild World of Studs right after this. So don't go anywhere just yet, folks, and stay tuned.